Hi, my name is Karen Minnie. I have selected the Storytime channel as a project-based learning activity to share with you today. This project is geared towards children from kindergarten through the second grade, but it can also be modified for children in the third grade as well. The overall question that the children will answer for their research is, how do we make stories come alive for kids in our community? In this project, kids will work through 6 different milestones. In the first milestone, they will consider the overall question of the project, and they will listen to a live retelling of a story or watch one on video. They will discuss the expectations of their product, their final product. In the second milestone, they're going to compare and contrast stories, and they're going to form teams. The children would then work through stations, 1 to 2 stations a day, and they will hear stories. They will learn vocabulary associated with their project. They will complete story maps, practice their oral reading, and retell stories through either pictures or writing based on their instructional level. That will take approximately 4 days. In the third milestone, children will explore how stories are told, and they'll learn what makes them interesting. They're going to consider things like inflection, voice inflection, and theatrical reading. They will create a list of listen-fors to help them guide them in the next activities. This will take 4 days or more. In the fourth milestone, they will nominate stories and vote to decide what stories to use. They will create storyboards to direct what is happening in their stories, and then teams will critique the storyboards, they'll modify them, and then they'll translate them into a script. And that activity will take approximately 4 days. In the fifth milestone, kids will actually create the stories. They'll be focusing more on their reading fluency and the inflection and interest of their readings, and not necessarily the production itself. And then the final step is that they will share their videos with kids in their community. This project engages students by allowing them to work in teams. They'll listen and retell their stories, use an individual and collective creativity to write the theatrical scripts. By the completion of this project, students will have the opportunity to increase their reading fluency, their reading comprehension, vocabulary, and improve their oral and written communication skills. The Storytime project will challenge students through every level of Bloom's taxonomy. The remembering stage, they'll retell or recall their stories, including the characters, the setting, and the plot. And they, in the understanding level, they will understand the overall message or moral of the story and tell it to others. In the apply, they will use their knowledge of the structure of the story from the beginning to the end of their production. They will analyze and break the story into parts. They'll sequence events and use words that tell the order of the story and provide closure at the end. They will analyze, critique, and revise their story to improve the writing, and they will create a production and share it with others. Students will build skills of working collaboratively with a team. They will increase their reading fluency, understand how inflection of your voice makes your reading more interesting, and they'll compare and contrast stories, as well as build verbal and written communication skills. Thank you.